Hello everybody! Oh my god, you're making another one of these videos? Yes, I am! Recently, I put out a video analyzing Bumface's Ahir Zaman, and guess what? You guys have reacted tremendously! So, I've had multiple requests to analyze / break down other bands' songs, and today, I'll be analyzing Heavside's A Better Day. Let's go! I like the slight touch on the right cymbal during the intro. Okay, so first thing I want to point out is that, in my opinion, I would rather the guitars be less gainy. Tone guitar agak koto in a good way. Bukannya koto yang bunyi murah ataupun bunyi amateur. But personally, since it's an intro and we're trying to just start the song off slowly, I would rather the guitars be less gainy. If I had to guess, this was plugged into a Mesa Boogie, I think. These guys recorded with New Break, so that means RD from New Break Studios. And as far as I've known him, he usually works with M-Sims. So this was probably recorded through a Mesa Boogie clone in the M-Sim. Sounds great so far. A slow start. Single strums on the right guitar, and it's the same plucking pattern on the left guitar. It definitely has that movements vibe to it. I'm not sure if these guys are influenced by movements, but it reminds me of movements. Whoa, I really like the chord voicings here. It sounds beautiful. And get this, it's still the same three chords from the intro. I understand this song's in B minor, and it's the same three chords: G, B minor, F sharp minor. Whoa. Okay, so now the layers have been stripped down. It's the verse. We're introducing the vocals. Vocals sound pretty emo. I mean, then again, that's the purpose of the song. I just want to point out that the vocalist's pronunciation is slightly off. He pronounced decade as decade, but it's just a slight error, you know. In Japan banyak je yang bila diorang nyanyi in English, pronunciation diorang barai, but if it's a good song, it's a good song, you know. We can still enjoy it. Okay, alalang band ni ada dua gitaris. Band ni 5-piece kan? Okay, so dua gitaris. Kalau aku, I'm not trying to teach these guys how to write their own song ke apa ke. Kalau aku, bass dah main the root notes, right? Which again are G, B and F sharp. Gitar belah kanan main chord yang sama dengan the root note. So I would expect gitar belah kiri main something different lah, but still dalam key B minor. Instead of dia main chords yang sama dengan gitar kanan, cuma rhythm pattern dia lain. Bagi aku macam, oh, kau ada dua gitaris, alalang make use of it to the best of their capabilities, you know. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, here's how I would have fixed, or here's how I would have written this part. So now they're slowing it down. This is definitely the pre-chorus. Usually bands slow things down to prepare the listeners for the next part, so that the next part feels more impactful, right? Fuller. It feels fuller. It works when you slow things down prior to, say, a chorus or a breakdown, right? I talked about this, how bands play around with dynamics. In my previous video, Bangface did the exact same thing. It's a common tool utilized by songwriters, and that's what they're doing here. I love the attack, and sounds tight along with the chord voicings used in this attack section. It's definitely them trying to prepare the listeners for the chorus. And I just want to point out, it's still the same 3 chords, but they're able to utilize those 3 chords to its full potential, right? Okay, so I just want to point out, how come as listeners we're able to identify this part as the chorus, sedangkan it's still the same 3 chords? Because first thing I'm noticing is that there's a whole lot of attack in the drums, right? And drums feel more aggressive. There's more attack on the snare. It's not just your usual 2 and 4. There are a couple of hits in between the 2 and 4. Secondly, there's extra guitar lines in the background. I'm at least listening to one extra layer, which is the lead guitar. And now this is what I was talking about. I wish they had done this for the verse steady. Let's continue. I really like the color of the guitars in this section, you know, like this proves that the guitarists that they have are able to write really interesting guitar lines, you know. Diorang bukan tak boleh main, boleh main. Diorang ada je idea, you know. And I just wish they had done that for the verse. But again, it's just my opinion. I'm not hating on them. Definitely talented guitarists. Okay, so what I mentioned about the guitar steady, pasal tambah layer so that dia bunyi lagi menarik, dia bunyi lagi full lah kan. A suggestion would be yang diorang buat dengan guitars sekarang ni dengan dalam chorus, tapi benda yang sama apply dekat vocals, right? Because all I'm hearing is the main vocal melody, tak ada backup track ke apa ke dekat background. And this being a chorus, you want the vocals to be just as full as the guitars. But then again, that's my opinion. An extra harmony layer or a couple of ahs or oohs in the background would go a long way. Fade away on the daytime and I'll be fine. Fade away, can we all try? Just let the words dry. I like the drum feel. Hafiz is a really good drummer, by the way. Just want to point that out. Right, this is what they should have done. The second half of the first verse, right? Both guitarists doing their own thing. You've got 2 guitarists in the band. This is how you should utilize both guitarists to the best of their abilities. Just like MCR, just like Avenged Sevenfold. This is great. To avoid the verses from sounding the same and repetitive, a good formula to follow would be ABCB formula, I think. Verse is A, chorus is B, and then for the second chorus, instead of writing A again, it should be C. So the approach is totally different during the second verse, and then come the chorus is the same thing again. So maksud aku, first verse dengan second verse approach yang totally lain, so that lagu tu bunyi lagi menarik lah. And that is what they're doing over here. It's the same drum fill. I like that extra vocal layer in the background. Ah. Okay, and I also really dig this crescendoing section where they're trying to build it up. This is a common style when it comes to prepare the listeners for the next section, right? Say the verse is at a 6, and sometimes you can strip things down to a 1, right? So the pre-chorus is at a 1. So from 6 you're going down to 1, and then masuk chorus dia 10. So from 1 to 10, you immediately feel the attack and the heaviness and the impact of the chorus. So from 1 to 10, whoa, it's the chorus. Also, you can do it this way where the verse is at a 6 and then you're building it up like this exact section where it's crescendoing, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, and then masuk chorus 10. So there are a couple of ways to play around with dynamics and build up hype, and that's really important if you're gonna make things interesting for your listeners. And this is a good technique. Well done, Heavside. Okay, so this being the last chorus, I would have expected more vocal layers, I guess, in the background. Alalang is the last chorus, kan? So it's the finale. Usually you could add a couple more ahs or oohs in the background, maybe some spoken words, pen, heart left, heart right, or even the extra vocal layer that I pointed out earlier. They can literally just copy paste that onto the last chorus. If I had to describe this part as a movie scene, it's kind of like a person escaping from an underground laboratory, and he's just reached the surface, dilampa the gunung, and then finally dia dah keluar dari lab tu, and then ada matahari, and they just rasa lega, like, yes, it's a better day. And this part really reminds me of that, with the floor toms and like the vocals. See a better day. Alright, so that's it. I kind of wish the outro was longer, but then again, that's my opinion, Alright, so this is a great track actually. Like, I enjoy this track. It's not always about how many notes you can play in 5 seconds or like in a section. Kau shredding lang macam ni pun, tapi kalau tak menarik, tak sedap, orang takkan dengar agak, So anyways, that's all from me today. And if you'd like me to break down / analyze any more songs in the future, please give me your suggestions. You can comment in the comment section, or you can DM me personally. I'll do my best. If you've been liking these videos, please like and subscribe. It goes a long way and it helps me make more of these videos. Anyways, that's all from me today. I'll see you guys next time. Assalamualaikum.